If you can hear the sound of the fan, I am so sorry. My room is really hot. Like, from the rest of the apartment, my room is like the hottest room in the apartment. And I don't know why. So I have to have my ceiling fan and my fan like circulating air in here, because if not, I will die of heat. And like, yes, it's probably 40 degrees outside, but I don't care. Moving on. Hi, hello, welcome back, Book Besties, to another video. Today we are going to be deciding on my January TBR. Now, there are a few books here on my desk, and they're obviously the books right here, and I have like one book over there, because like I don't have enough room right here or up there to place all my books on, so they're kind of just everywhere at this point. So, I used to do this last year, and that was TBR Jar Picks My Reads, and we are going to be doing it again this year, and I'm so excited to be doing this again. I'm so excited to be picking TBRs. I'm so excited to be filming videos, and I know I said in my goals video that went up probably a couple days ago, but I really find enjoyment in making content and doing things like this, so I'm just excited. This is I can feel it's going to be a good year. 2025 is going to be my year. So with that being said, we're going to pick 6 to 8 prompts, I think, depending on how I'm feeling, and we're going to read those books, or to attempt to read those books. It might not happen because I'm recording this pretty early in December. Pretty early. I'm still recording videos pretty early into December just to have them ready to edit whenever I am ready to sit down and edit. So these may change, or I may read them in between now and this video actually going up, but I hope not. So let's go ahead and just pick 6 to 8 prompts out of year and 6 to 8 books to read, and let's just go. Oh, I'm so excited to be doing this again. Okay. Let's go. Let's just go. Okay. Fake dating romance book. Do I have one of those? I don't think I do. Wait. Is this fake dating? I think this is fake dating. I'm gonna get back to you in a second. I'm gonna figure out if this is fake dating or not. I googled it. It's fake dating. I'm rereading Twisted Lies by Anna Wong to fill the prompt for a fake dating romance book. This is the 4th and final book in the Twisted series by Anna Wong. I loved Twisted Games and Twisted Love. I'm hoping to read Twisted Hate soon. And with that being said, I will read Twisted Lies in the month of January and see how it goes. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to see what happens. I feel like Stella and Kristen are going to be a perfect couple, but nothing has beat Race and Bridget. Race and Bridget are first, Alex and Ava are second, and then Jules and Josh are probably going to be third. I have a feeling that I'm not going to like them as a couple. Just based on what I know. Like I said, I haven't read it yet, but I'm hoping to read it really soon. So Twisted Lies is what we're going for. And I'm super excited to get into this. On to prompt number 2. Let's go. Let's go and pick from the top. I really don't know what's going to come out of here. I'm going to open it towards you guys so you can see it first. I have no clue what that says. A genre that you don't usually read. Okay. There are a couple books that I think fall into this category that I have sitting here. Because I have Their Vicious Games, which is, I think, a thriller or a mystery or a thriller book. I don't really remember. But there's also Gear Breakers, which I'm pretty sure is sci-fi, and Lights from Uncommon Stars, which is sci-fi, and Gideon the Ninth. Out of the four of these, there are two that I really want to read the most, and that is Their Vicious Games and Lights from Uncommon Stars. I don't know which one to pick. Like, I've heard good things about both of these books, and I don't know which one I should read. Let me read the synopsis of both of these books, and then I'll come back to you and I'll tell you which decision I'm going based off the synopsis of both of these books. I read both of these, and I think I'm gonna have to go with Their Vicious Games, because this includes like a trial type situation called The Finish. Yeah, it's a high stakes contest sponsored by like this founding family in this town that the main character is in, and I love me like a contest, like anything where there's trials, contests, sign me up, and I will probably rate it 4 or 5 stars depending on how well it was written, just for the fact that it includes that. Like, say less. So Their Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington has been added to my January TBR. I just dumped a bunch of prompts on the ground. Anyways, prompt number 3. Okay, let's see. A sci-fi book. Perfect. Because you know what I can do? It's already been decided. I don't even think about it. I don't need to do anything. Light from Uncommon Stars by Rika Aoki. I believe this is a sci-fi book, and since I did not choose it for the last prompt, I am going to choose it for this prompt. And I'm so excited. I have heard nothing but really good things about this book, and when I read this, I realized that it is queer, because it says there's a transgender runaway, and I was like, yes, let's go, queer rep. And like I said, I want to diversify my reading. Here's one that will probably change my life. I'm really excited. I'm so excited. Life of Uncommon Stars. On to the fourth prompt. I think I'm gonna do 8. I think I'm gonna do 6. And if I read more than 6 books in like a couple months consecutively, then I'll bump it up to 8. But for now, we're just gonna do 6. Ooh, one fell out, so I'm gonna pick that one. Give me 1 second. Since you want it to fall out. What does that say? I reread. There's so many books I can reread. Wait. I think I'm gonna go with How Followed with this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Hell Follows With Us by Andrew Joseph White, which was my first book by Andrew Joseph White. I don't know if this is his debut novel, but I do know it's like one of their first novels. And I think I rated this like a 4.5 star on my first read. I have a feeling upon reread it'll be like a 5-star read, but I have not read this since like 2022, I believe. And I want to reread it. It was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. And I had such a good time with it. And I want to read it again and again and again. Like, This is one of my favorite books, I think, and I want to reread it. How Followed With Us is following Benji, a trans male who was a part of this like very like cult like group. And so he escapes and runs into this like ragtag group of like queer teenagers, and he makes a deal with them to help them destroy said cult as long as they don't hurt him or something like that. I don't really remember. Like I said, it's been like 2 years since I read this, but I really, really, really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to reread it. Yeah, it says still Nick, which is our like another like character we meet, offers Benji shelter among his ragtag group of queer teens as long as Benji can control the monster and use his power to defend the ALC, which is the Atchison LGBTQ plus Center. Is what the ALC stands for. And I love this book. I cannot wait to reread it. This was the perfect prompt because I've been looking for a reason to reread this, and I can't wait. I think the first time I read this, I listened to the audiobook, so I think I'm just gonna read this physically on my own this time and probably annotate. Prompt number 5. We only have one more prompt after I pick this one, and I'm kind of sad about it because I've gone through these kind of fast. So let's see. There's like, okay, there were a couple in my hand. Let's see if I actually have this kind of book in my... I don't have a sports romance. Of course I don't. Why would I have a sports romance on my shelf? There is one that I want to read though, but I'm going to put this back because we're trying to knock out my physical TBR. And I also, if I listen to audiobooks, I like to have a physical copy in my form. I don't really like reading ebooks, which is an unpopular opinion, but I feel like if I read an ebook, I get disinterested at a much faster rate than I do with like physical books. So with that being said, let's pick another prompt. I don't know what that says. A mystery or thriller. Okay. I approve. And I'm going to pick one of the only options I have on my shelf. 1, because I need a reason to reread and finish the series. But 2, why wouldn't I? It's so fast paced and I remember really enjoying it. And that is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This book right here solidify the fact that I am a Jennifer Lynn Barnes whore. Like I would read anything this woman puts out. I need to finish the Inheritance games, like the first trilogy of that. I need to finish that and then continue on to the spin-off series that comes after that. And finish the last 2 books in this 4-book series because I read the first 2 and I have not read the last 2. So, like I said, 2025 is a year for finishing series. And this is one that I really want to finish because I remember really enjoying this. And so basically, this is like a YA Criminal Minds where we're following like 4 or 5 different teenagers, and you're following Cassie as she gets recruited to be on this like team for the FBI, and it's just so good. It's so good, and I really like this book. And I think I want to see the audiobook or reading this time around. I'm not sure yet, but I will be annotating this upon my reread, and I'm so excited. The 6th and final prompt of my January TBR is going to be picked. I'm kind of scared. Not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of scared. And I'm trying to get down to like the bottom prompt picks. Okay. This kind of came from the bottom. I don't know if it's gonna be upside down or not. So, crap, I was trying to hold this open so you guys can see it, and I'm failing. A book under 300 pages. Do I have a book? Yes. But I don't know if I want to read this. I don't want to read this. I have no other books. Some of these prompts in here do not match to what I have on my shelves here, and I need to remedy that before my February picks. But also, I'm hoping to have more books to fit some of these prompts. So, we'll see. Okay, a couple have fallen out, but I specifically wanted this one from like the bottom of the jar. I can't even tell what that says. A book that ends with an even number of pages. Okay. Well, give me a moment to figure this out, guys. Okay, I've looked through a couple of books, and these two were the only two I picked up out of the 5, 6 I picked up that ended on even numbers. With this one being 300 and 56 pages. That's when the last page before the acknowledgements, and then this one being 382 before it gets into miscellaneous stuff that's not really relevant to the story. I don't know which one I should pick. Which one do I lean towards? I think I'm gonna lean towards Scarred to add a little bit of romance, dark romance to the mix of all the books that I picked up, because they're mostly sci-fi, dystopian, and stuff like that. But also I know I'm gonna read a couple more other books besides these books, and I've been in a fantasy mood, so I know I'm going to want to read have some palette cleansers ready for me, and this is gonna be one of them. And that's all 6 books from my January TBR picked out. So let's go through all 6 of these and talk about the prompts for each one. So first up, I have Twisted Lies by Anna Wong, which is the 4th book in the Twisted series, and this fits the prompt of a fake dating romance book. Next up, I have Their Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington, which I forgot which prompt this fits. A genre that I don't usually read. That's right, I remember that now. Next up, I have Light from Uncommon Stars by Rika Aoki, which is the book that fit the prompt for a sci-fi book. Super excited for this one. The next book I have is Hell Followed With Us by Andrew Joseph Wright, which fit the book prompt for a reread, and I'm really excited for this reread. The next book I have is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which fits the prompt for a mystery or thriller book. I'm super excited for this one as well, because it's also a reread for me. And last but not least, The last book that we have here is Scored, which is a book that ends an even number of pages. This is the second book in the Never After series, which is fractured fairy tale retellings from like Disney retellings. And I'm pretty sure this one is about like the Lion King score, you know? I think that's what this is based off of, and I'm super excited. So these are all the books I'll be attempting to read in the month of January. This is a lot, especially considering how thick Twisted Lies is. But I think I can accomplish it. If you think I can accomplish it, put a check mark emoji in the comments. I'll be the emoji for the video. And so with that being said, that is it from me today, guys. I hope you have a great evening, night, day, morning, and whatever part of the world you are having it in. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. It's up to you, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.